款游戏它玩起来的感觉很像《一城余生：新维加斯》。新维就是很多的选择，特别是对话，几乎选也选不完。然后它这个游戏的对话是可以解决大部分的事情，就是你如果对话等级够高，对，你甚至解一个任务，你都可以一直，你解一个任务，你可以一直反水，你知道吗？怎么解释？实际做给你看好。还有最近可能进度打得比较后面，然后它就也没有很后面，就可能那个后台资料太多了，它会有点顿顿，运行一阵子就好。它做了很多很多的优化，像是比如说这个技能，它这个技能在点的时候，一开始是先从大项开始加点，然后点到超过50之后再去专精。这是一个很细节的设定，就是正常现实世界的人啊，你不会出现那种散弹枪用的贼溜，手枪拿起来都打不中的情况，不太会有，但是很少。你一般来讲，你散弹枪用的好的话，
就是你会用武器，但是你用到一定程度，你会比较专精哪一部分的武器？
对，你其他武器还是会有一个基础，所谓一法通万法通。你也不会说那种双手剑耍的贼溜，结果单手武器拿不起来的情况。用这种加点法的话就不会。然后再来，它有一个弱点系统。就是我一直从高处跳下，懒得走路，从高处一直跳下去，一直摔，然后它就出现这个弱点。他问你说要不要获得这个弱点？获得这个弱点之后，会给你一个 perk 点数，这个原本不知道是几等才能拿到1点。然后你弱点越多，你就有越多这个点数，但是相对来讲，你在特定的情况就会越弱。像我现在在高处的话，我就会减敏捷、感知跟性情。性情
怎么判定你在高处？
我不知道，我没有测过。我觉得还好啊，这个，所以我就拿了。他们黑曜石娱乐是说因为你正常一个冒险很久的人啊，你不可能完全没有弱点。你一定会有一些相应的弱点，像是有些人可能怕狗，他对狗的恐惧是我们不怕狗的人难以想象的。他光是看到一只吉娃娃，他就已经整个手脚发软，完全不能动。然后我这个角色他是点那个，一开始的时候我也是很正常的选了那个就是额外加点了远程跟防御，结果后来不知道为什么对话点的超级高的。
因为你是发现那个用准。
Welcome back, Captain.
我当初玩那个，可能跟我当初玩一城余生的时候一样。
I'll be here.
我当初玩一城余生的时候就特别喜欢玩那个嘴炮脸，所以后来也玩着玩着不知不觉变成嘴炮脸。
干他这样角度
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
人脸超远。
I wish I was your second derivative, so I could investigate your concavities.
我不懂这个笑话什么意思。
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct
官方翻译很
orders.
不错，虽然只有简体，蛮可惜。
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your
他现
return.
在你在那个 Epic 上面买的话，会稍微有点贵。我是要去这里干嘛？对，我突然忘记了。然后它很多东西都改得很人性化。如果你有玩过一城余生，你就知道了。你的道具很显然，道具跟装备这样子选会比较好选。不再是点一下做个标记，表示说你已经有装备这个装备。然后这个消耗品也是吸入剂，就是你可以一次同时吸入使用道具的时候，可以一次吸入复数的药物。
同时吸入药跟香蕉。
对，当然这样子用起来会比较浪费啊，但是我才会去用它。
那是香蕉吗？
这是赛果气泡茶。
不是我说刚刚
是香蕉啊。
一把香蕉，干香蕉长那样。
这个很强提升自然恢复。所以就是他做了很多会让人玩起来很舒服的改进。像你有没有这个经验？你在玩一城余生4的时候，要打那个比较强的 BOSS 死亡爪什么的，那个道具包按开来，是时间暂停了，然后你开始在你的消耗品里面找那个什么杰克啊什么。
没有啊，多人连线的时候不会这样。对啊。多人连线就是按快捷键。
所以现在这个直接你连按快捷键都不用了，你一开始设定好的话，吸下去就是什么 buff 都有。
对了，你知道那个，我自从拿到那个武器以后，我发现，我真的除了核爆区以外，我基本上就是很日常。跟那个进去搜寻那个怪物战斗，那个伤害你知道是怎么样跳吗？
不晓得。
喷下去每0.5秒100多。
我靠！
那个伤害是非常可怕的。
哎，这个是你可以选择你要带下去的队员。
他们是电脑人，
是电脑人，但是 AI 的程度跟一城余生是有拼，就是还算是比较鲜活的 AI。战斗系统就真的很一般，你基本上数值够的话，你完全可以靠着那个吃水跟对枪来打赢。
我跟你讲，
然后它可以分析，这是那个它的一个类似那个 Vault 的那个系统。我其实看不太懂它那个抗性的标志，那是清洁机器人。
Muting volume now.
I'm ready for this.
来了，来了！这我知道怎么过。我总不会说就可以直接这样子过去吧？
过去我觉得还是在跑。
好像不怎么。哦，这个也是一个改动。乍看之下只是一个小改动，其实玩起来舒服很多。当你指向那个可以开的桶的时候，它就会自动显示里面的东西，然后你可以在里面做那个转移或者那个。
哦，那这个一层一层。
你知道光是这个改动玩起来舒服多少？你在捡东西的时候就超方便。它就是很多那种很细心的设计，还有像这个开锁，刚刚是指到什么东西可以开锁？好，直接显示开锁条件，然后还有开锁需要的时间。你达成条件的话，你可以轻易打开，不用再玩该死的东西。
那个小游戏，
其实那个小游戏一点都不有趣。但原来如此，原来我可以从这边绕过去。
但他没有受伤。
没关系，死不了。
哎，哦，会过重走路就变成不能用跑。
对。其实我也不知道我下来这边要干嘛。他这个是我接收到，就是我有接收到一个讯息，说这边有一个那个讯号，但是其他的我完全不知道。原本是没有打算这么早解这个支线，不过作为示范的话，这个支线的长度应该刚好。
你的电脑人就像白痴一样跟着你。
对啊。
他完全不会帮你做。
他会帮我打怪。好多东西哦。没有错。
比较掠夺者。经过的箱子都是空的。
我现在不是废土垃圾网，我是星际垃圾网。
已经进阶游戏，宇宙垃圾网。
没有错，宇宙垃圾网。这个炸久了之后，应该会有一个那个对爆猎物的弱点。啊，这边是那个休息区。还 A 了人家一个衣服。安保自走机体手册。
像我玩76也是，就是可以捡的东西我全部拿去捡去卖。 而且我发现还蛮妙的，官方貌似把那个啤酒瓶当成另外一种换金脑，因为我在观察你在压碎东西的时候，我们不是说会分解垃圾吗？
会啊。
一键分解垃圾，但是呢，玻璃微樽玻璃酒瓶它不会分解，酒瓶跟雪橇它不会分解，就这两个东西不会分解，所以让我想到说，会不会是他隐藏预设的是玩家赚钱的？
他被震慑，就是你在这个模式下开枪的话，会有特殊效果，然后他就被震慑。
但是我觉得他打击感还做得不错。
对他打击感一般，就他战斗的部分一般。这个游戏玩起来真的不是玩战斗。那你要玩，你也可以玩得很骚，就冲过去，然后开这个，然后每个人都给他打个致盲。
但是就是他打在那个上面的感觉是没有那么好。
对，我现在也几乎都只打致盲而已，因为其他的效果我都觉得还好啊。但是致盲的效果非常明显。我曾经冲进去，每一个敌人的头上都来个一枪，然后之后他们就开始胡乱开枪，都不对，就找不到我在哪里啊，开始胡乱开枪。
那天嘛，就是我上网找的时候，我本来想说啊，买一把子弹多的，因为4没有什么特别的加成，所以大部分买的人都。然后我就买4电枪。
Is resistant to cleaning efforts.
不要突然瞬移到我背后，我以为是敌人，就是同伴也会说话。中继控制终端密码，这应该等一下就用到。缄默者，你的意思是说你用？感觉是那个什么《魔鬼终结者》的剧情，机器人造反之类的。哦，对，这边又不得不提一个设定，看为什么你这么强？等一下，提升我的威吓技能啊！当然要，开玩笑。哦，太棒了，现在就用得到了，哇，好棒啊！哎，给你了。哎，等一下，他是用双手近战的。好像也还好。发射器状态禁用，发射器听起来就很恐怖。激活。什么鬼？将备份数据发回 PD 者营地。会啊。叫你有什么办过去啊？ 他们都被震撼。太空人之选发现你一个缺陷：永久性脑震荡。你的脑袋受了太多的伤，你的精神官能永久性的受到影响。怎么办？要选吗？精神属性减1，
不要，
但是会获得一个专场点数。
不要，我要。
我跟你讲哦，我这是最简单难度哦。你如果今天玩最难的话，这些东西你强制要接受。
强制要接受是吗？
我选好了，永久性脑震荡。它精神数值是什么意思啊？我看一下。哦，干，
就是你，
就是，可是
你的方向感跟你的平衡会有问题。
说服，可是很妙哎！你看，手枪就是枪会有影响，合理，因为那个神经创伤了。闪避却没影响，为何？说服有影响，欺骗跟威吓没啊？威吓可能那个疯子也会吓人，欺骗有影响。
医学有什么东西？
这下面用脑的全都有影响。激励没影响，但是决心有影响。我不知道就很妙，好吧？这个代价可能有点多了啊，但是我们来看一下我可以拿到什么。复仇，当你在战斗中受到负面效果的时候，伤害增加，这要战斗中受到的状态才有算。科学武器伤害加50%，一般如果拿这个也会一起拿，这2个一起拿就加100%，超恐怖的。爆头击杀会附带爆炸效果。不是很懂。
就是爆头死了，对方会爆开啊。
对啊，我知道，只是为什么？到底是为什么？算了，不管。好了，我也不知道要选什么。
之后会有什么点下去，就是对方有机会也会死掉，或者跑不掉，就是当对方的血量都很少的时候会一起爆。
完了，变智障了。好，完了。啊，这天你要开冷气。
Well, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
结果刚才原本想要让
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
他几乎都没有那个任务几乎没有对话，用枪对话是吗？合理。
Rizzo's Brindleberry Crunch. Sugar gel flakes and berry. CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, doesn't.
我靠，走错路，完了，真的伤到脑了。
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly. Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
这个还在40以上，我就不补了。 那这个已经降到58了，所以要把它补回60。为什么这个会多降一点呢、很奇怪。各位，你看，-4、-4、-4，然后又-3，到底是为什么？很奇怪哦。不是很懂呢，很奇怪呢。看一下哪个有影响，先把它补起来好了。这个要补到60，这个没补到60也没有效果。这个也是40以上不理它。这个是一时半会补不回来，就不理它。反正我不是很懂啊。他给我扣2个，很奇怪。靠，好，没关系，就再补一次而已，还好。算。好，没关系啊，是没关系啊。降了也还有40，配上其他东西也有60，有到标准了，还行啊。不要补在这边，我们先补别的有用、有效果的。讲真的，科学武器到底是哪一种啊？这个算不算啊？这个不算。那这个嘞？它后面场馆枪械啊、重武器啊、手枪啊什么都写得很清楚啊。但科学武器到底是指什么？我真的是不懂。是不是应该去找一下这个东西？好像有点久了。没有，我没有要去后舱啊，后舱的人都杀光了。
You been following that series?
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this secret.
也许我应该重视一下科学武器的伤害，毕竟 perk 里面也有那种直接增加科学武器伤害的技能。比如说那个会发电的那把枪有没有？那个应该就科学武器没有错。这把等离子卡宾枪应该也算科学武器吧？不知道好微妙哦，这个游戏的分类啊。对啊，我可以查一下那个教程、武器与防具、科学武器，拥有奇怪而强大的效果。没有，看来科学武器我目前只有那一把缩小枪而已。
Why was I built to feel ennui?
哦，他真的在清洁，不错不错。然后舰长随着弱点越来越多，人也变得越来越疯。统帅技能，这东西加统帅技能。挺好看的，可问题是我超依赖，我很依赖那个防具的性能，那个比较特别，这个也留起来，这个也留起来。其他就拆了吧。那有啊，他会写科学武器，科学武器他会额外去写它，所以我目前我有的科学武器只有这把，尴尬。
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
电棍终极版，听起来很棒啊！买一把。买起来好了，买起来没损失。长管枪械。我现在用长管枪械确实是有特别强，这个可以给那个谁，先给他好了，省得我等一下忘记了。哦，好猛哦！可是重武器，重武器我不吃。为什么我手上这把那么强？等一下，出现更可怕的东西。What the fuck？ 箱是没人进来。干我进来狂偷人家东西。
What do you think you're doing?
原来有其他人哦，不好意思。什么都没干啊。
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
看他居然心。
人家人还在里面，我这边偷太招摇了。
Entering quiet mode.
干一群怪人。这家伙好像不会前行，是我的错觉。有，他有在前行。没有，他好像没有在前行。好。
有啊，你看他走路怪怪，他只是蹲不下去。
当着人的面都偷东西，真是刺激。
Target tracker.
哎呦！
Avenue. Detected.
That does it. I'm wondering.
没有人看到我，没有人看到我拿就不算是偷。
这个行星里面没有太阳，没有这里面没有恒星没有月亮。
How'd you do that so fast?
这个星系里面没有月亮啊。月亮没出来，不错。
干，我超坏。可是这样子，我跟企业
那个采集。
They're on us.
我好像干了不得了的事情，我好像跟这边，我好像是跟这个星球上的企业势力彻底交恶了，有点糟糕。我该不会进去之后，所有人都朝我开枪吧？
你要做
你知道，我先前其实已经因为我的关系，他们这个水岸镇已经完全被断电了。
为什么乱讲话？
啊，我就把那个电力切给别人用啊，所以你看这边就是一个。
好像没有。
You're safer inside the walls.
真的吗？
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
对，他这个，不是，我走错了。
这个怪物，
那就是会对你吐那个酸石液，但是其实不难对付。快速旅行。
这里面怪物容易出现吗？
还蛮容易的。它这个游戏的地图，每一张地图都不大啊，但是很丰富，就意味着你很容易遇到怪物。
像这边是荒废。
嗯，对，这边原本有那个流浪者，不是流浪者，是那个掠夺者。
怪物就在那边走啊走啊，还是它会潜伏起来等你停？
有些会，有些会，像那种会钻地的。然后可以在草丛前行，然后可以分析敌人。这个应该都还蛮怕物理伤害，我觉得我可以直接先。
Briefly wonder at Sam's cleaning prowess. Body bag required.
把看到你的敌人全部解决掉，就算是前行成功了嘛。好，这边我
把敌人全部消失掉就没有力。
对啊，这个是犬怪，可以养。 它这个有的时候讯息看一看，还会冒出一个任务给你。哦，好。
看它很多地方跟那个有跟神做类似。
其实
真也是看一看终端机，有时候会觉得莫名其妙。
其实我强烈怀疑是故意的，而且事实上我目前玩到现在，我们不要拿它跟76比啊，76根本就是一盘菜而已。
硬要的东西。
它事实上确实比那个一城余生是好玩很多。
它是把它做成一个大便，然后现在只是一个比较不难玩的大便。
对。取得日记，所以我接下来要去拿日记了。
相信我，等他明年1月，他们那个废土人上线以后，还是会有一些 bug， 要等他再修。
你说
修正常就修。
你既然说到 bug， 还有一个更讽刺的，就这个游戏里面我玩到现在几乎没遇过 bug。就
一城余生4也没有 bug， 一城余生7就有一堆 bug。
一城余生4的 bug， 哦，对了，它是没有 bug， 它只是有些敌人有特异功能，会让你进入一些原本进不去的点啊，然后卡在那边而已。他们只是会巫术，那不是 bug。
讲严格点算 bug， 就是你的人物设定是
有啦，一城余生4 bug 很多啊，你怎么可能没遇过？干，你直接拿酸液喷人，你也太社会了吧！你以为你躲在那边看不到？他开打了就没办法。然后可以用一些方式，跟他那个就是怎么讲，交涉。开枪就没救了。不对，我怎么又开始收起屋子？真是。啊？
不是啊，我说墙上海报。
墙上海报，好看一下。那个金枪鱼罐头，这是这个地区，就是这个类地心的那个主食。可以想象味道不是很好。
金枪鱼罐头。
Nice going.
罐头真是介于
这样。但这时候才捡到这个突击步枪能干嘛？我拿的武器早就比他好了，还可以在敌人的床上睡觉，真是刺激。哦，就是这样才会得恐高症。
这样就会得恐高症。
哦，就是常常摔到扣血。够。
Don't mess with us.
我可是前行大师呢。啊。对啊，看这样也抓得到，很奇怪。到底要离多远才不会被炸到？真的很奇怪。它这个应该又是一个可选，就是你看前面还有路，然后你并不是每个人开锁技能都很高，那你要是开不起来，往下走应该也有解决办法。我来看一下，我猜啦，也可能被打脸。好，被打脸了，真是的。
Take out the trash.
Inside.
这个你如果不动不开枪的话，它耗得很慢；但是你只要一动一开枪，它就会耗得很快。
Clean cycle complete.
野蛮后甲骨猿，我先进去把那个东西给拿了，然后再出来看。 我等一下应该要回去跟那个交这个任务给我的 NPC 扯皮。扯皮啊，就是看能不能多捞一些好处。
Safer inside the wall. Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
啊，这还是一样没话好说了。这个都没电力了，应该连门都开不起来才对。
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. Looks like you made your decision after all. You have no idea how many times I've wanted to shout those very words. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm fascinated. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
Huh?
It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
嘿，你这样有点自暴自弃。
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aether Wave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
原来你也是同伴吗 ？Okay.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
欢迎加入一个骗子的团伙。
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
哎，好吧。我可以问一下你为什么进监狱吗？
Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So,
你也是够激进的
what do
啊
you think?
好，我们走吧。
Fantastic.
输的问题我
I
就不问了，
promise you won't
反正
regret this.
以后我会知道的。
I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale. 我故意去找那个老板的话，他会一枪对我崩，他会对我开枪吗？哦，没有效果。话说那个老板先前在哪里啊？
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken.
都已经这样了，你还要工作？
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable. She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Huh?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all.
偷药是不是？
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can. You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand. It is a reality of life in the Vale. Grass is brown, sky is gray, marauders are outside the walls. I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell.
但是想必是不对症。
Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy. More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
想不到会接到一个任务。
So you'll do it then? You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Something on your mind?
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Yeah, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years. Course routed.
I'm coming.
Bearing to neutralize and... Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Got nimble fingers, Captain.
感觉我浪费了一个。非常快速的搞定掉了。 这应该是那个吧，新黄。
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy.
事实上我已经取回来
I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
我在太空人之选还有名声。
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Just as I was on the mend, the cannery had to go and shut down. You what? But why? I was dependent on you. Does it feel good? Robbing an old man of his last shred of hope?
还真有那么一点开心，超靠北。
You really are a piece of work. I hope somebody with plague spits in your drink. So, you just here to watch me die, or what?
超好笑，靠北。
Please, wander around. Touch things. I'm awfully contagious.
Alright. 超凶，不知道凶几点。
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Go ahead. The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
靠北。
Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship. You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
我没醉。
Would you keep your voice down? You're gonna get the whole cantina written up. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it. Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this.
好吧，真是没办法。
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark. Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months.
平均1个月死。
I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
对啊。
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. boiled canid liver, and a splash of ethanol.
这没有用啊，拜托。哎，好吧，那我们最后再去一个地方转转。然后我们就离开这里吧。获得了一只牧师。Hello。
What is it？
啊，没话说，好吧。我那时候达成目的就直接离开了，其实应该要跟他们聊聊。
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
在煮什么？
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Hello， 你满意了吗？
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
他超气的。
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go. I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
可能我也是个心理变态。
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Something I can help you with?
这样没。啊，他回来。
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
这小子还没醒悟啊！
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
啊。
Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky.
What?
Shoot, I forgot. It'll come to me.
你们在干嘛？你为什么要去闹他？
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts? I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
感觉是个好主意啊。
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
你这是给我发难题啊！
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination. Thank you, Captain.
我猜我是上了贼船。这一跤摔得挺重。
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. Stay safe out there.
哇，你这个伤害有点高啊！还有加黑客能力 ，OK 的。对话技能持续时间提升 ，OK 的。科学武器，这就不一定了吧。
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar, shipped in and out with. There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
知道吗？我觉得我们也许应该先离开这个地方。虽然我在这边名声很好，那不代表我可以乱来。
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
君王星。
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
是啊，有可能找到一具尸体。
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
唉，走吧，真是拿你没办法耶。你要是坑我，我就开除你哦。
Hail, Captain. Your return time is within... 14%.
等一下，我应该从哪里啊？算了，都按出来了，先保存一下。
of the expected value.
我应该从哪里起降比较好啊？ 真是当真是麻烦。
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
突然不知道怎么下去，总不会直接跳吧？没事没事，啊，是我傻。
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
OK， 那我要先办别的事情。
You want to talk to the boss? Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
哼，你喝高了哟。
You think this is drunk? I gotta. You need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat. Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish.
也是啦。
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of,
我们船上的医生不会同意你这样用药的。
Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
啊，好吧，莫名就接了一个任务，真是太神奇了。看我刚刚。
Well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay.
你也是品客。
First drink's on me, stranger. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few in telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
有道理。
Nope, but a man can dream. Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you? Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
叛逆派出现了一个
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
看起来死气沉沉的呀。
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago. Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
你是收藏家吗?
Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
哦，好吧，那我知道。
Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
看你又用不到。
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
哎呀。
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
那我还是可以买一点。
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the
这个我大概真的帮不了。
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Exactly what I would have said, if I'd been paying attention.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
牧师又在讲一些很难懂的话。
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the
哎
board.
呦，拜托不要啊！
On our terms, mind you. Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
听起来很棒。
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
我可以相信你吗？好吧。
What can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
你们为什么会被踢出
I've
董
asked
事
myself
会
the
啊？
same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. It's true, the board has treated us unfairly, but I'd always envisioned things could be different. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. Back then, it was known as Terra 1. Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them
看来我们的
Earth-like.
品味不一样。
Here, though, the results were mixed.
And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to.
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
你好像很喜欢选这种怎么讲，把危机当作转机的路线啊。
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else. In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind, in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
好，好吧。
I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently. He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything, and everyone around him. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels, and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working within the established order isn't a principle to snub one's nose at, Captain.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow strangulation. Indeed, we've got to consider realities, not ideals. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
希望这不是另一次自作聪明。
Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm also not going to leave MSI at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
A necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the board describes it. Monarch may be dangerous, but it's hardly the wasteland the board describes it to be. Whatever the board's goals, the greater good has little part in them.
好吧，我想应该是没什么好聊的。OK， 大概了解了一部分的现状。
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
我现在是要去办什么任务？等一下。也太远。好吧，我们先办比较近的吧。
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
mercy from me.
Down they go. That's the last of them.
漂亮木星。
Why me?
这个可选到底要怎么选？我这不是脑子抽风吗？靠北。
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mantiqueen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and now the door's locked. Little help? Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh my eternal soul, it worked!
看看有工程学技能多重要。
Phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
你看起来不太好。
What? I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect? Can do. Thanks a lot, mister.
然后要把终端的数据全部删除嘛？
can take a hint.
你们为什么要一直发出奇怪的声音？你们怎么？
I wonder what secrets these ruins contain.
Think they left anything good behind?
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth.
这是又怎么了？
If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
What a gruesome way to die.
Not much I can do for this guy.
啊！突然之间又开始玩起柯南来了。
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H. Mammoths. I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch? Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought.
Huh.
So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Good. Someone's gotta. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
干活咯。
Sounds like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Oh, 我在想什么？
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Wrapped musk and painted eyes, right here.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
这小镇破事怎么那么多
You have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
不，这
That is not helpful. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up
这个年 behind 纪 the 的小男 walls. 孩特有的
But
那
he
种。
doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Huh.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
你叫以利啊，
Berta
真巧
already
啊。
pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened?
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually. Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services. You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. In charge of a scrap heap of a city, abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that.
难道是心理医生吗？
Thank you.
我明明就是个骗子而已啊！
Was there something else?
哎，好吧，给你了。
Oh yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation.
And the dissemination of the proper ideals and information
我知道
to
你是站
those
在
in the
党智慧
highest
那边的。
echelon of society.
哎，行吧。
On the
反正
contrary,
现在
I
大
would
家都在
say
同一
good
条船上。
documentation is for everyone. And the bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
How charmingly quaint. But this is an electronic form. No ink need be wasted.
It's an expression, sir?
Well, it really shouldn't be. Electronic data is much easier to disseminate, but I digress. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. See, that doesn't even make sense. This is an electronic
你
form.
是不是雅斯伯格啊？听不懂幽默。
Hardly the point, sir.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Mr. Nandi may be correct. If the masses learn that the board disregards their own ordinances, it'd give rise to dissent. MSI could use this information to their
都是一个
advantage.
非常厉害的心脏
If
高
we
手。
can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out.
怎么办？我
If
同伴
someone
受
is
不了你。
operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
啊，说服，这是我的专长啊。
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
也就是要我渗透进一家企业秘密基地，再绑他们一个员工回来。
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
好消息。那科学武器点的话就显得很次要了。还有什么任务要做吗？我们现在。
No one saw me trip over that, right?
知道吗？你滑倒了吗？
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues.
看来你也不容易。
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
我觉得你看起来人还不错，但是这个游戏里面很多人都隐藏着一些什么？我突然之间有点不敢跟他们对话，等一下越讲啊，然后。 我刚刚从哪里出来的？这里吗？没有。越讲话，然后那个任务越多，这样有点恐怖。
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
好消息。
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited, or like he was just agreeing to it?
这我倒没注意。
Was he like, "Yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this." Or
啊，
was it
很具体，那我懂。
Sure, I don't have anything else
大概是
going on.
后者耶。
Right. I've just got to be myself. Just my normal self. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back to work look. Anyhow, thank you.
就这样，这个任务就这样，好吧？可能是因为我没有深挖吧。哎呦，真熟人哇，这必须得交谈一下呀。
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? If you don't see it, I don't got it. Don't go asking for the special reserve.
我今天出售废品，然后修理所有装备。啊哈，然后这个下次再检查一下。哇，你看，很厉害的东西。 还真卖了一些奇奇怪怪的东西。这是什么？这又是什么？啊，这个不错。起码我现在能量武器几乎都没有用到，或许换这个吧，会好很多。Oh my！ 哇哦！哎，忍不住啊，不好意思，看起来太强了。反而你衣服没有卖的那么强。哎，虽然我是主点场馆枪械，但不代表我不能用重武器嘛，对不对？能量系的。哇，看起来看到就觉得好恐怖哦。这是近距离使用的枪。好啦，今天先到这边吧。